guys, we're going to have a go at fish pose today. Fish pose is a good one to do after the shoulder stand or the plough, so it's a good counter pose to that. It's got loads of benefits. It's great for opening the chest and the lungs, the rib cage, any muscles around this area, tension in the shoulders. It's good for the neck and also the throat, and good for the upper back. Does work the stomach and the lower back as well. Regarding the chakras, I kind of feel that it works really well at opening the heart and the throat chakra, and it also works the third eye chakra and the crown chakra as well really well. So there are contraindications to fish pose, and obviously if you have got any neck issues, you might want to try the modified version first, or possibly not do it, possibly seek some advice depending on what the issue is with the neck, because it can be good for relieving tension in the neck and the shoulders. And when I first did it, I was carrying a lot of tension around here, and I was kind of like, whoa, this is amazing. It felt really strong, but it was like a nice strong. So obviously that's one thing to think about when you're going into it. If you do feel uncomfy, it can sometimes make people feel a little bit woozy, so come out of it. If you don't feel comfy, just come out of it. But if it feels like a nice, ooh, this is different, then try and stick with it. So I just wanted to read a little bit about what the fish pose is, or what it means, the meaning behind it. So if you don't want to listen, obviously you can skip forwards if you want to go on to the posture. But so fish pose also in Sanskrit is known as Matsyasana. So Matsya means a fish. I'm reading out of that. Matsya means a fish. So this posture is dedicated to Matsya, the fish incarnation of Vishnu, the source and maintainer of the universe and of all things. It is related that once upon a time the whole earth had become corrupt and was about to be overwhelmed by a universal flood. Vishnu took the form of a fish and warned Manu, the Hindu Adam in brackets, of the impending disaster. The fish then carried Manu, his family, and the 7 great sages in a ship, fastened to a horn on his head. It also saved the Vedas from the flood. So the Vedas are the ancient scriptures in sort of Hinduism and yogic culture. So I just thought that was really good, because there's a lot of different ancient cultures that refer to the Great Flood, and also things such as the sages. And probably in the West, the best version that we know is of the flood and Noah. So in the Bible, so in the Old Testament. So just thought that was like an interesting story. So we're going to do modifications to start off with. So obviously, neck or back problems, listen to your body, make sure it feels okay. If you suffer from headaches or blood pressure issues, it can affect as well. Again, you might want to seek out a practitioner yourself, or again, just really listen to your body, because it can help, but go easy. So the easier postures to start off with, we're going to come to laying on our backs. So we're going to take the legs out straight. I've not got quite enough room to show you my full posture, but I'm going to do it with my toes pointed when I've got my legs straight. You can also do it with the feet flat, so whatever feels best for you, as long as you're keeping them active. So you just come into laying on your back. Modifications for anyone that is having neck issues or that feels uncomfortable doing the full fish pose. So you're just going to be laid on your back, ideally with your legs together and your legs straight and you're pointing through your toes, or if you want the flat feet. So one modification is bringing the arms up above the head and just taking hold of the elbows. So yeah, you can work through the legs, and we're just taking hold of the elbows. We're maintaining neutral alignment of the neck and the spine. We're trying to like relax the backs of the shoulders down, and again we're opening up the chest, the front of the body, hopefully getting in a nice stretch around the shoulders. And we're just maintaining the natural curve in the cervical spine, in the neck, the back of the neck. So we're not flattening it off, or we're not arching it. So just maintain the natural curve. So if you do have neck issues, but you're wanting to try the fish, or possibly if you've done the shoulder stand but you don't like the fish, the full fish, this is a good one to do after the shoulder stand as a counter pose. So other versions, also when you're in it, don't turn your head to the side. Other versions without compromising the neck is also you can link your fingers together and bring your hands behind your head. So it's quite similar, just linking the hands, bringing them behind the head. Again, just trying to allow the chest to open and the shoulder blades relax down onto the ground, the arms opening out, relaxing your breathing. We're pointing through the toes, or we can have the flat feet. As long as the feet and the legs remain active. So if you want to, for either of those, you can also, as well as having the straight legs, you can also have a go at the cobbler's pose or reclined butterfly pose, where the soles of the feet come together. So this is a really nice one. The full fish is, or one of the versions of the fish is done in lotus pose. So this is quite a nice warm up for that, really, just for like opening up the hips and things. So yeah, cobbler's pose, the soles of the feet are together, and it's up to you really. If the feet are further away, it tends to make it easier. If they're further away from the body, if you're bringing them closer, it'll be a bit like a stronger stretch on the hips. So also if you're quite tight in the hips, you need a bit of support, just put some cushions underneath, that's fine. So again, you can do that, you can hold the elbows. I think that feels really nice. Just really nice and relaxing, but I can still feel it work in the areas of tension in my body. So you could do it like that, just breathe in through the nose, in and out through the nose, or you could link the hands behind the head. And just again, breathing in and out through the nose. So probably recommend you to hold them for whatever you feel comfy, but if you feel comfy for at least 15 seconds, sort of for up to a minute probably, you can always do it for say 15, 30 seconds, come out of it and then go back into it, that's fine. Basically coming out of it, you just like take your hands away, bring your arms down, away from your body, and legs as well. You can just let your legs go apart and let the feet flop out. So you're just kind of doing a bit of a relaxation pose. Some people like to bring the knees in as well, just for a bit of a counter pose. Maybe just like have a little rock from side to side, just to kind of like massage the lower back. Okay, so so that's the modified version. So we're going to do sort of the fuller versions of it. I'm not going to be able to show you the lotus one today because I've got a bit of a knee injury and I'm quite tight in the hips at the minute. So me doing the lotus and the full thing is just not an option today at all. But I'll show you the other ones that I feel comfortable doing today. So I'm going to start off with the straight legged position. So this is for obviously people if you feel comfy working the neck and you've not got any sort of real neck issues. So legs are together. I'm pointing through the toes, but if you want, you can have the flat feet. And I'm just making sure that everything's neutral. So I'm going to bring my hands, palms down. I'm going to bring them like underneath my bum. So yeah, making sure I've got like weight going down through my elbows and through the palms of my hands as well. So on an inhale, I'm going to push weight through the elbows. I'm raising the chest and I can actually lift the crown up off the floor. And then sort of exhaling, I'm going to bring the crown back down onto the ground. So I'm still pointing through my toes. I can keep loads of weight through the elbows, so that's fine. If you want to hardly bring the crown of the head down, that's fine. And just keep loads of weight through the elbows. This is probably sort of like the safest position because you've got lots of weight through the elbows. And this might be the best one for you to try. If you've never done it before, just maybe trying this for a few times, making sure you've got the weight through the elbows and just getting a feel for it really. So again, you hold for sort of between 15 seconds to 45 seconds, kind of depending how comfy you feel. To come out, you're just going to bring the weight back onto the elbows. Bring the upper back down onto the ground, and then you can take your arms out. Okay, so I'm going to show you if you feel really comfy with that and you want to push it further, or if you're more experienced, show you the other versions, taking the hands away as well, so the weight coming down onto the crown of the head. So again, same thing, hands under the bum, elbows down, make sure my spine's neutral. So I'm going to inhale, push through my elbows, exhale, bringing the crown of the head down, so my gaze is straight back, and then I can take my hands away, so my weight's going down through my bum, and I'm going to bring my hands into prayer onto the chest. So you can either keep your hands in prayer, or if you want, you can bring your hands up into prayer, up above, up onto the ground, if you can reach the ground, or you can kind of just do that. Keep pointing through the toes. It's quite strong when you feel ready to come out. Maybe hands back to your heart, hands back down, slightly under your bum if you can, and weight on your elbows to come out. So you're keeping your head nice and neutral the whole time. Just let your body rest. You might want to take your arms out, get your neck back into neutral. So the chin down slightly. So yeah, that's kind of like straight arms straight out, which I find a really nice stretch. I'm going to show you a slightly stronger version, what's quite strong for toning the tummy. I might not be able to talk much whilst I'm doing it. So this is sometimes used in like Ashtanga yoga. This one is a bit more of a workout. So it's a similar thing. We're starting off the same. Hands down, elbows down. So inhale, head down, and then hand onto the heart. And then this time we're bringing the legs up and the hands out straight. Come out. Same thing, bring the legs down elbows down, and then head comes out. So I'll just show you one more version of what I'm going to do, because I can't do the lotus position at the minute. I'm gutted. So I'm going to do the cobbler's pose, or the butterfly, recline butterfly. So I'll start off with my legs straight and shuffle down a bit. Bring the soles of the feet together. So again, like before, to where you feel comfy going. And then hands under the bum, weight down through the elbows. So same thing again. Just inhaling, push through the elbows, lift the chest. Bring the crown of the head down. And if you feel comfy, taking the hands away, onto the heart. Sometimes nice to keep them here, or take them up. Gaze points straight up towards where the hands are, the top of your mat. Come out, hands back down, weight through the elbows, nice and controlled, coming down. And then legs together, keep the neck neutral. If you want, you might want to bring the knees up. And then when you're ready, you can just come up to sit in. So one more thing I forgot to say, what I feel sometimes works is when you're going up, some people find it hard to lift the chest and drop the chest back, keeping the hips down. People want to kind of lift up the hips. So you're pushing down through the hips and sort of the bum. And if you imagine you've got like a piece of string attached to the centre of your chest, and that's like pulling the centre of your chest up. So you can, if you just visualise that as you're going up into it, the centre of your chest is being pulled up. I find that sometimes helps people to kind of grasp how to do it. So hopefully you enjoyed that and found that useful, and I'm going to try and get my knees sorted, keep doing the yoga, and keep doing the lotus pose so I can show you the lotus one, because yoga's cool. So I'm going to keep doing it, and you keep practicing too. Okay, see you soon.